Hi, this is Jennifer from Pose by Pose Yoga, and tonight I wanted to work with you guys a little bit on a seated yoga practice. We're going to do the same thing that we've done in the past. We're going to use a little bit of movement, a little bit of breathing, and a little bit of relaxation. I'm going to call these meditation minutes. So these are just 10-minute snippets to help you relax and really get a little bit better sleep. I want you to consider something that when we do something that feels really good, stay with it if you want. You don't have to move on if I move on. And also, remember that you can take that good sensation and you can recreate it. And normally, just by doing the breathing exercise we do. So if you're laying in bed and you wake up, you may not be able to get up and move around and move your body, but you can breathe. So keep that in mind, that you can always keep these breathing techniques with you as you go. So we're going to start seated, and you don't have to sit this way. You can sit any way you want. I'm going to sit this way because it's most comfortable for me, but you can also stretch those legs out. We're going to be moving through postures either way. When you find your first comfortable seat, I just want you to rock a little side to side. So just a little rock side to side. And maybe the rest of your body moves with you. Then we'll do a little rock forward and back. So just little movements, not even worrying about the breath or anything else. Just feel yourself on the ground. Then we'll take little circles. So even if you have your legs straight out, you can take little circles here. Great. So then we're all going to take our legs out. We're going to bring our hands to our heart. We're going to take our legs out and lift our heels up off the ground. Lift our heels, we'll spread our toes and just wiggle our toes a little bit. After you wiggle out those toes, maybe rock the feet side to side a few times. We're just going to bring those heels in towards the midline. Take those legs out nice and wide. You can rock in these positions as well. Move into this little butterfly pose and just really move through the positions. And like I said earlier, if one pose feels a little better than the other and you want to stay there, then please do. Otherwise, we're just kind of moving because maybe you've been sitting a lot, maybe at school or maybe doing some sports today. This is just a nice way to stretch out those hamstrings and stretch out the hips quite a bit. When we stretch the lower body, our upper body gets the benefit as well because it's just not as tight. So a loose body is just going to feel a little bit better. So we're going to keep doing these movements maybe one or two more times. And we're going to end with our legs straight out in front of us. Good. With your legs straight out in front of you're just going to take one of your legs, bring it in towards the midline, square your belly button towards your extended leg, and walk those fingertips down. You might not touch your foot, and that's okay. We're going to walk right back up. So we're just going to move down and up quite a few times. You can incorporate the up as an inhale, the down as an exhale, or not at all. That's your choice. So just moving the body and keeping everything nice and loose. Open up those elbows as you go down. It'll help to keep your chest nice and lifted. Good, nice movement. Now we move to the other side. So you just switch it out. Your belly button goes towards your knee. You're just going to move down and move back up. And move down and back up. And I'm going to do this maybe 3 to 5 more times. Little movement. You might notice some tightness in the low back, and that's okay. We'll work on that as well as we go into our next pose. We're going to work on the tightness of the low back and maybe even the neck. Good. So next time you move up, we're going to take our legs nice and long again and just move our legs around. Take one of the legs. I'm going to take my right leg up, cross it over my left, and I'm going to turn towards this leg here, this right leg. So I'm going to give myself a nice big hug. Lift my chest up nice and tall, reach my hand around me, and give myself a nice twist. Now you can see in my twist, you can see my profile, which means I'm not twisting too much with my neck. I might turn my head a little bit, but you're going to twist more with your eyes and with your neck. As you breathe, pull the navel in and up into the spine, and try right now to breathe in and out through the nose. Nice long line is what you're looking for, and keep your sits bones nice and grounded on the floor. Take a nice breath. And again, inhaling and exhaling. Good. And exhale, come all the way back around. Now we just do the other side. It doesn't matter which side you do. We'll always do both sides. Give yourself that nice twist. Find that nice long line. Really lift the chest up. Give yourself that turn. Relax the shoulders. And you'll turn the head a little bit, but not too far. Don't crank it too far around. Try not to lean back. Lift up. So lean more towards the front of the room than you do the back. And again, you can twist a little more with your eyes as we take this nice inhale. Full exhale. And inhale. Good, and exhale, we come back to the front. We'll wiggle those legs out again. Reach our hands up nice and high. This will be an inhale. As we exhale, just dive ourselves forward. If you want, bend the knees. It just feels better. So bend those knees and come all the way back up. This is your inhale. This is your exhale. We'll do this 3 times. We'll call that number 2. And then on the third one, we reach up. And we're just going to hold as we breathe 3 times. So nice inhale and exhale. Legs can remain bent, or you can straighten those legs out. And again, breathing. And rocking yourself back up. Now again, you just find the seat that's comfortable for your body. So as you find that comfortable seat, we're going to do a little bit of breathing now. So it's most important that you're comfortable, most important that you're trying to sit up straight, but you don't have to be super straight. Relax the eyes if you want to close them, and if you don't want to close them, that's okay. But maybe you just gaze softly right down at the ground just to help relax the neck a little and make your focus not on something around you. Instead, just pick one thing to look at. If you're closing your eyes, just keep them nice and soft. We're going to take a nice breath in. This is a 2-part breath. We're going to breathe in fully, releasing the belly out to the room. As we exhale, we take 2 breaths out. So it sounds like, and I'd love for you to relax your shoulders as you take that exhale. Try that again. Inhaling in, releasing the belly. Maybe 2. You can let that second exhale be longer than the first. Try it again. Inhaling. And one more time. Inhale fully. Great. So that's a 2-part exhale. We're going to do the same thing now, but take a 2-part inhale. So it sounds like breathing in 2 parts on the inhale. Inhale, inhale, full exhale. And again, inhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, breathing in, breathing in, breathing out. So this breath not only helps to calm the nervous system a little bit, but it also helps to exercise the diaphragm, which is the muscle that helps us breathe. So those of you who are athletes, this is an important muscle to help with your stamina. Those of you who play musical instruments, it's also the muscle that helps you hold those notes longer. Or if you sing, this is the muscle that all the singers exercise in order to keep their voice strong, but also to be able to hold those notes a little bit longer. So that 2-part inhale or the 2-part exhale, that too you can practice while you're laying down if you're trying to fall asleep and need something to focus on, or if something around you is bothering you or is loud, you can breathe even louder and allow your breath to take over instead of the outside. So everything we're doing today is about turning you inward. So now we'll do a little relaxation as well. And if you'd like, you can go ahead and recline, or you can stay seated. If you recline, again, just make sure nothing's touching your head and nothing's touching your hands, and that you can be nice and comfortable. And I want you to be here and just do that 2-part inhale, inhaling twice, and then exhale. And as you do that breath, feel the back body spread on the exhale. Now, if you're seated, you're going to feel the same thing, but you're going to feel your sits bones ground just a little bit more on the exhale. So the inhale in 2 parts, the exhale through the mouth, Allow it to be a sigh that becomes loud enough that your breath takes over any of the thoughts popping in the head. Allow yourself to lay there, 2-part breath, taking at least 3 or 5 of those breaths. And again, even if you're seated, you'll get those same benefits of calm. We're going to work the body the same way. Take your last 2-part inhale and allow the back of the head, the shoulders to relax. Allow the hips to relax, the backs of the legs and the knees, as well as the feet. And as you inhale, feel the chest rise. And as you exhale, feel the navel pull into the spine. Allow the body to have a heavy sensation as the muscles release from the bone. Listening to that breath now, just breathing normally in and out through the nose or through the mouth, whatever's most comfortable. So we'll not only have the breath now as a tool, but we'll use the words, peace begins with me. And you can repeat it verbally or mentally. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Again, take that nice breath. Peace begins with me. Sigh on the exhale. If you're reclined, slowly move the body. If you're seated, just rock yourself side to side. Those of you on your back will come to a seated position with your sits bones down, your chest lifted. Reach the fingertips towards the floor. If you're comfortable, close the eyes. If you're not, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Again, we'll repeat. Peace begins with me. Allow the hands to float to the heart. Feel the breath on the fingertips. Take this peaceful sensation with you as you go to rest for the evening. And even if you can't sleep, note that rest is just as important. So to allow yourself to go to sleep better, you can try the 2-part inhale, the 2-part exhale, or even that mantra of peace begins with me. Namaste.